When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Haynes. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing is got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
He'll pull it on the read. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time...
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. He'll set up to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
And the Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The run to the right. Turning it on. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
And it doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys...
Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet punt there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Takes a handoff. It's Haynes. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Underwood.
How do you drop that?
They can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and short now from their own 48. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. To the air, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Creasecorn. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything.
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it past the marker. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Trying to set up the screen. Open space at the 25. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Now sliding to his left. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a man miss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to ride this running back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
The play action fake. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his big tight end. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It's McMillan. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight made his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Finds a little space.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. All kinds of room to throw.
Whose fucking guy is that?
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Oh, better look out! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running to the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.